It's just a great baseball game, and it was a war out there, and I thought both teams, really competed hard, very emotional, when you're playing the host team, and, great crowd behind them. But, I thought we played, really well tonight. Myers was, tremendous. But their guy, Stripling, was as good as anybody we faced all year. I thought he really battled, but I thought we had a great approach offensively. We got some big hits. Tanner was tremendous. I think on base all 5 times, and he's the guy that makes us go. He gets on base, and you got 4 guys, below him that are behind him that really can hit. Snyder got a big double with bases loaded, and then get another 2-out base hit, in a big inning. So, offensively, I thought we were terrific against a very, very good pitcher. But obviously, we all that's for naught if you don't get the effort on the mound. And Myers and then Huber. We didn't mention it yesterday, but Brett's been really tender and sore and wasn't available to pitch yesterday. Our hope was that he would be available today, and he was. We just had to get to him a little earlier than we would like, and but of course, to have RJ on the back end, to finish it off is a pretty good feeling.
Questions?
Mike, career high 9 strikeouts for you today. You had a great outing in the tournament. Do you find yourself feeding off the pressure of these situations? And you're just very aggressive.
I think it just goes back to pitching with more experience. At the beginning of the year, I had some rough spots, but I've learned. I've sat down with Coach Bianco many times, and we just talked about each outing. And after each outing, you make sure that you get better. And I think that's just a product of making sure I work on different things and fine-tune things throughout the season to make sure I'm getting better.
Tanner, a lot of offensive struggles for you guys leading into the regional. Now, 2 games where y'all produced a lot of big hits. We look real happy about that. Give that a smile.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? Looks like a big turnaround. How do you feel about how you guys have been offensively tonight, especially, but in both games?
It feels really good. We've been, like you said, we've been lacking that for 2 weeks or so. And we just the hitters trying to put it upon ourselves that to win this thing, we had to hit and play defense, because we knew we were going to get a great outing from the pitchers. They've done that the last 2 months or so. So we put it upon ourselves, to say that all right, we have to get the big hit, we have to do this, we have to do that. It's paid off so far.
Mike, could you talk about the toughness specifically from your bullpen guys? Because A&M really had their opportunities late.
They did, and we pitched out of some jams, but you're talking about 2 pretty good guys, and not taking anything away from A&M. Obviously, they're very good, but Brett was on the verge of becoming the all-time save leader. He's tied, with the record right now, and of course, RJ we talked about yesterday. He's just been tremendous here in the second half of our season. And guys just continue to make pitches, and that's what usually if you got a strong bullpen, it's because they're making pitches with games on the line. Runners in scoring position, getting out of jams, and that's the difference. And certainly we needed both of them tonight.
Mike, what does it do for you having won these first 2, especially how you can handle the bullpen the rest of the way?
Well, mathematically, it's not even close. We know there's still work to be done. We'll enjoy this game for sure tonight, but we know we got to come ready to play tomorrow. But the difference and the reason that you go to Huber early and the reason that you go to Hively is because if you win this, you only need to win 1 more to move on. If you lose this one, you got to win 3. And it's a big difference. And so we were going to do whatever we had to do to win this game.
RJ, talk about coming back in today and pitching, how you felt, mentally and your arm.
I felt fine. I was really hoping Brett would actually finish that out. I'm a big supporter of his, watching him work for the past 2 years, and it would have been something special to see him finish that out. But he told me after the game that he just ran out of gas, and I got my name called and I filled up the strike zone, and our offense did a great job.
Coach, can you talk about Matt Snyder's at bat? Scored a couple of runs, got y'all ahead. Looked like he had to adjust. That first at bat, I think it was nothing but curveballs.
Yeah, and was it his second or third at bat? that he got the double bases
Third.
loaded. I thought it was the
Third.
because I thought he had two, relatively poor at bats, and I thought he made a great adjustment, to stay up the middle. We talked about that, and that's why he's so good. And he led the SEC in RBIs for a reason. He comes up with big hits, and that was a huge at bat. With the bases loaded, you need to answer because we had already had bases loaded once in the game and hadn't scored, and so we needed that big hit.
What is the pitching tomorrow? What do you decide? Who you decide? What are you going to do now?
No gamesmanship. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes with RJ and the rest of the guys. And one of the things might be is kind of look at both teams again and see who we think might be a better matchup for either one. It may be we wake up tomorrow, talk a little bit as a staff and see that if this team wins, this guy would be a better match. If the other team wins, this guy would be a better match. But I don't want to get to that point yet.
Tanner, after the struggles you guys have gone through, how does it feel to have taken out the number 2 seed and number 1 seed the first 2 days of this and be in this situation now?
It feels great, but that was our goal the whole time. Come in here trying to play our best baseball for the year. Coach has told us almost all season that our best baseball is in front of us, and he was right. We've put together some great innings, some great at bats. By a lot of people, and I think it's just it's finally paying off for us. All the hard work and everything's finally paying off, and we've been real lucky the last couple of years.
For a couple more.
Tanner, what's that? Is it a ladybug? What's the thing in the dugout?
Oh yeah, it's a ladybug. I actually won that in Golden Corral. Golden Corral in Houston right after we got off the airplane, and I had to play it like 5 times. It ended up costing like $250, but
Expensive ladybug.
we ended up calling it Lady Luck. Me and Bobby came up with the name, and so far it's been pretty lucky.
Anything else?